Libra, this is Kajora Lovely with your general reading for the month of October 2019. For those of you who are curious, I'll be reading you with the Modern Spellcasters Tarot. Also, I wanted to say happy birthday to all of you that are celebrating this month. I'm currently offering a special tarot reading for Libra. I think I'm going to offer this every month for each sign, and I'm starting with you. So it's a reading that I'm offering for $45 that has 4 questions in it. I'll put the link to it in the description box below so you can learn more about it. It's a reading you can book for yourself, or you could even ask a friend to book for you. I accept payment through Venmo, so it's not a difficult one to arrange. And that one can be done in person in Long Beach over the phone, or sent to you in an email so you can refer to it. Sometimes readings a lot can come up, like in these, and so it's a good way to be able to reference it later too. Anyway, let's get to your reading. So I'm going to go over your general energy for the month of October, and then something that you should keep in mind. Okay. So, first and foremost, where you are is the Knight of Swords. Let's see. This is about diving into something and feeling excited to be doing it. Usually this is that you're ready for a new change, a new endeavor, something new. And often with this card, it's that you don't necessarily care if you have an army behind you. You're ready to go dive in headfirst to whatever it is. What's influencing you is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. So this can mean you may not be exactly starting out on something new. Usually I see the Page of Pentacles as learning something new, starting a new project. What's interesting is what's influencing you is the Queen of Pentacles. So it can also mean that you're not in the beginning stages, you're already near a level of mastery. The Queen of Pentacles, which is sort of the foundation for this whole reading, is about feeling financially strong, having beautiful things around you, feeling capable. And I think feeling good about life. It also feels like taking a little bit of a breather when you need it. It's interesting. You have a lot of court cards around you, which can mean there's a lot of other people influencing you sometimes, because where you are is Knight of Swords. What's influencing you is the Page of Pentacles, because the courts are Page, Knight, Queen, and King. You have 2 pages, a Knight, a King, and a Queen. So pages are usually someone who's around, like, I usually say early 20s energy. Knights, I would say, are like late 20s, early 30s. And then queens are nearing the level of mastery, and kings are mastery of their suit. So this is Swords, which is thoughts, air. That's Knight of Swords, so moving into something. Page of Pentacles, beginning something when it comes to work, home, or money. Queen of Pentacles, near mastery level of work, home, or money. Then what's also influencing you is the Page of Swords. So I usually see the Page of Swords as looking for new opportunities for something. It can also be new thoughts. I'm not surprised that you have a sword where you are and what's influencing you, because you're an air sign. So there's something where you're diving into something, but you're also on the lookout for new opportunities for something. As for you, again, where you are a King of Wands, you're feeling pretty strong when it comes to your creativity, action, communication. Wands rule the element of fire, which is all those things. So when it comes to those, you're feeling pretty capable and maybe fairly creative this month. What else is influencing you is the Two of Cups, which is usually a harmonious relationship of some sort. So this could be a relationship that you're in, or for those of you who are single, you could be meeting someone. Either way, it's a relationship or a dynamic. It can also be a business partnership, a family relationship, a friendship, that sort of thing. But it's a relationship where you have even give and take, where what you're getting out is as much as what you're putting back in. And I usually see this as just a very happy relationship card. So for those of you who are coupled, it's going pretty well this month. And for those of you who aren't, you might meet somebody. But I feel like it's also then paying attention to those friendships where you have that give and take too. In the near future, you have the Hanged Man in reverse. So sometimes this can mean coming out of a period where you feel like you've been in a holding pattern, or that things have been kind of stagnant, but it's often because you're in a position where you're meant to learn something and see something clearly. The other thing with the message with this card too is that, because it's like you're literally hanging out, like, I don't really want to be here, but you're supposed to get a lay of the land and learn something from all of that. It feels like you're meant to learn something new from this shift in your perspective. The other lesson of the Hanged Man is not to play the martyr. It's not to feel like, oh, what was me? Everything doesn't go my way, blah, blah, blah. It's to not do that. It's to learn. It's that you're like kind of like, all right, I don't really want to be here, but you have to, there's a reason why the universe put you there. There's something you're meant to see. In the future, another court card, Page of Wands in reverse. So you've got 3 pages, which usually are all about good news, and that's related to work, home, and money, thoughts, and creativity, although 2 of them are in reverse. So you may be feeling a little bit of stagnant energy this month, because the Page of Wands is usually starting something new when it comes to creativity, action, communication. So there may be some issues with that moving forward, or you could be dealing with someone who's kind of immature when it comes to some of those things. You've also got the 3 of Swords in reverse. So this is usually about overcoming a heartbreak of some sort. Usually this doesn't necessarily have to be a specific romantic heartbreak. It can be a heartbreak, a betrayal, loss of a friend, loss of a family member, loss, getting fired. It can be anything that was hard to get through emotionally. The 3 of, if that doesn't really apply, the 3 of Swords can also be about expansion, because the number 3 has to do with expansion and swords have to do with the mind again. So it could also be something that you're learning, something that's growing, or even something related to your head and your heart that's expanding. When it comes to this though, if it is heartbreak, it usually means that you're going through the worst part of recovering from it now, and it's going to get better from here on out. So you're kind of going through the dark night of the soul a bit when it comes to recovering from it, but it's going to get better. And then what you have is the 2 of Wands. Sorry. 2 of Wands. Well, I'm hearing everything's going to get better, which is great. Because also you're coming out of your birthday. So you're coming out of your personal winter and moving into a new season, a new year for you. The 2 of Wands is about making plans to figure out where you want to go next, what you want to do next. So with this, I feel it's really figuring out what is it that you want to accomplish, that you have this opportunity on the horizon. So for those of you who haven't had your birthday yet, I would say to tackle this after your birthday. And yeah, then starting something new. So let's see, what should Libra keep in mind this month? Okay. 6 of Wands. There's a victory of some sort coming up. 9 of Swords in reverse. You're coming out of a period of anxiety. That's good. 9 of Pentacles. You may not be feeling as financially independent and self-sufficient as you want. That's why that's important. What do you want to say about that? Page of Cups in reverse. You may not be feeling like there's good news coming in at the moment. It's interesting you got that, because you also have the Queen of Pentacles here, which is, in a way, surpasses the 9 of Pentacles. This is about, but it could also be that your comfort and form of income isn't necessarily coming from you. It could be coming from a partner, whoever you live with, or if someone is financially supporting you, it could come from something else. It's interesting though, all the things for you to keep in mind are minor arcana cards, which means they're not really like major themes. They're not big lessons. It feels more like you've got some influences going on. You've got some players in your life, but overall, like, things are getting better. That's interesting. There's not really any major themes. The only major arcana card you got is the Hanged Man in reverse. Is that moving out of this period where you've been hanging out, not really enjoying what's been going on, but there's a lesson to learn, and that's in the near future. Otherwise, I could see the trickiest thing is that you're dealing with a lot of people, but what you have are a victory and to anxiety. So I think that it means it'll all kind of work itself out. And if you're experiencing a heartbreak now, then in the future, you're going to be getting through it and then making plans to move forward. Yeah. Interesting. Okay. Well, if you any of you would like a personal tarot reading, I'm always available for over the phone, again, email, or in person. I also do Reiki healings if you're interested in a session, again, in person or distance. Those are also available, and all the information for that is in the description box below. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I hope you have a happy birthday, Libra, and a wonderful month of October. I'll see all of you again next month.